So we want to do some recognition tonight. And so the company is doing a program about 61 faces. So I want to know, put in the chat, who did some new faces this week? Anybody? And also how many faces you did. And then let's also recognize your sales. Anybody have any sales? So we'd like to hear about that. You can put that in the chat as well. I am spotlighted, so I don't see the chat. Um, and also, did anybody do any team building this week? 3 new faces. Yay, Diane. Um, it's our business is to meet people, share the product, share the opportunity, and to nice work, Carrie. Great week. Is to pass it on. Mary Kay asked us to pass it on. So if you're sharing the product, you're seeing new faces, then you're doing your job that Mary Kay asked us to do. So with that said, we had Carrie with 400 and 3 new faces. Anybody else have any numbers they want to put in? If not, we'll move right on to Melanie, and she's going to go over our contests and promotions.
I want to do a quick shout out though to a new consultant. She had her kickoff party last night and I did it virtually where they put me on a TV screen and everyone was around her kitchen table. So I've never done that before. So they were there in person in Oakland, but I couldn't go to Oakland. So I did it via Zoom and they showed me that I was up on a big TV screen, which is kind of scary. But she had six faces and she's closing everybody. She closed a few people last night and she's closing the rest today. So she's so excited.
Awesome.
And is that Katie?
It's Debbie.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
So yeah. And Katie, but Katie had 3 more people on virtual. Katie's had like 9 people on her virtual holiday boutiques, and her sales so far for the boutiques have been over $700 just from the people jumping on our boutiques.
Wow.
Crazy. I know. That's
powerful.
Nice. Okay. Well, thank you. That's great for sharing that. So my job is to tell you what's going on with contests and announcements, and I am super excited because yay, look what came in the mail today. I got my lookbook from the preferred customer program, because if you sign up for the preferred customer program, you get one too. So now I know that my people have got theirs or should be getting theirs very soon. So it's time to reach out to your customers that you have on your preferred customer list. Just wanted to let you kind of remind you of that. Oh my goodness, and I was supposed to do math and tell you how many days until Pink Weekend, but it is the Pink Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, is the 29th. I have a facial book that day, so that's the only reason I know the date. So we're looking at 10 days until Pink Weekend. So that's going to be a big focus of what we're going to talk about today. And then, yay, Diane has some things here. So thank you, Diane.
You're welcome, babe.
We have some events coming up that our National Sales Director, Janice, is doing for us. This is tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it's November 20th, or going to be the 20th tomorrow, but tomorrow, skincare class. So get your people on. If they have samples, fantastic. If they don't have samples, they can still join and watch. And I think sometimes they're even more focused in on what Janice has to say when they're not fumbling with their samples. So just saying, they don't have to have samples to be on. So don't forget about that one. And then Thursdays, oh, it's also in Spanish. Thank you. And then Thursday, there's a sharing event with Brittany Jenks. She's one of the newest national sales directors. So she has a fantastic story. So get someone on to hear her. And that is Thursday. And let's see. We have a different schedule for Thanksgiving week because Janice is taking Thanksgiving off. You know, she's always there on She's always there on Thursday nights with an event, but she will not be there on Thanksgiving. So this one is Monday. Notice the date. So the sharing event next week is on Monday. And then I don't even know, we don't have a Wednesday product event. We do. Wow Brows. Oh, with our fabulous makeup artists from Mary Kay Corporate, Jackie and Amanda. So just they are so awesome, and it's Janice is fabulous for bringing them to us on a regular basis. So stuff about brows, we can all learn a little bit more about that, and it is going to be available in Spanish. And look in the lower right hand corner of the flyer, there are prizes and giveaways, Kate Spade and Kendra Scott. So to me, that's one of the easiest ways to get people on these events. Is a lot of times I'll just put a post on my Facebook, hey, who likes Kendra Scott, or who likes Kate Spade? People will jump in and go, I do. And then it's private message time to ask, invite them to the event. So anyway, that is everything I have on my list. Am I missing anything? Well, I'm going to throw to Diane then, because I know she has an important announcement that you guys are not going to want to miss. So, Diane.
Okay, so Ryan Rogers launched a contest, which I sort of understood the details, but I didn't really realize, like, how do you enter people and how are they doing this on the honor system, or how does this all work? And it's about adding 61 customers from November 1st to December 31st. Now, the people who add the most, both sales directors and consultants who add the most, the 61 top people are going to win these beautiful Gucci sunglasses. I'll show you a picture. And they are also going to receive a personal note. Hold on a second, I got to make sure that I'm in the right place. Hold on. They're going to receive a personal note from Ryan Rogers. So you guys are going to want to grab a piece of paper, because I learned something valuable about this contest, is how people are counted, because nothing's more frustrating than thinking you are entering everything correctly and not. But I will tell you, the hostess contest they did about 3 years ago, it was just like this. It was on the honor system. You entered your hostess, her sales, and I was actually drawn as one of the 20 winners coast to coast. And I earned two beautiful, where is it? It's out in the other room. Ted Baker, sorry, wrong designer. Ted Baker purses. And I reached out to my hostess, and I thought she would be excited. She's not a designer purse person. She goes, can I just have Mary Kay products instead of the $400 purse? I said, seriously? She said, yeah, give me $200 of free Mary Kay and I'm good. So then I ended up calling my daughter and saying, would you love this $400 handbag? And she said, yes. So I sent her my hostess handbag, and I have one. And then my customer got, but it's all about just entering people correctly. So let me just share this with you really quick. And you're going to want to jot this down, because this could make or break whether you win it or not. So it's called Brighten Up New Faces Challenge. It goes back to November 1st. Here's a video. It's only like 4 or 5 minutes long of Ryan Rogers. You're going to want to watch that tonight before you go to bed, so you can kind of know what's going on. But here's basically how it works. You have to have, and I'm just going to grab my notes right here, so there's 4 ways to enter a client. So you can enter them on My Customers on your desktop, on your computer, by going on Mary Kay in Touch and clicking on My Customers. You can add them in there. Or you can add them in the My Customers app on your phone, okay? The third place to add them is on your personal website. They could go in and just enter themselves on your personal website. And the fourth place is the Mary Kay app, which is the Mary Kay customer app. They can load themselves up there. So here's the deal. Each customer has a unique customer ID number that we probably never see, but they're assigned that when they first log in. So you cannot have a customer, no past customers will count. Now, let's say you've got 5 people that you've enrolled in PCP to get a catalog that you met a month ago. They aren't really customers yet, but you've already entered them, and now you're going to facial them. They don't count. I didn't make the rules up. I'm just the relayer of information. So no past customers count. Customers cannot be beauty consultants. So let's say, like the gal who just joined my team, who was the hostess's mom, I've already sent her, she's already joined my team. So she can't, her purchase that she did November, whatever it was, doesn't count toward this contest. Does that make sense to everybody? It has to be somebody new. So each new customer and her order, if she pays cash, when you do the checkout, you just put down that her order is complete. So for example, I did a facial on a gal virtually yesterday. No, Sunday night, excuse me. And her name is Daniela. So Daniela is new. I just now entered her in the app. Then I went in because she doesn't live local to me and I can't drive yet. So I CDS'd her order. That automatically counts. So I have a sheet here on my wall that's numbered 1 to 61, and I want to go beyond that. But I put Daniela Autumn is on there and then how much she bought. So I need to make sure that I have 61 new people entered since November 1st. Okay. So if you've got a neighbor you've been talking to, but you've never connected with her, get her as a customer, facial her, and as long as she purchases something, she would count toward this, even if she bought microderm or she bought satin hands. Now, when it gets to it, the way the company is going to determine if there's a tie, how to have a tiebreaker, if two people have, let's say the lowest one has 65 faces or whatever, then the people who have the highest sales of those 65 faces are going to be the winners. So if there's a tie picking the 61 people, then it's going to be the person based on total sales to those people. Does that make sense? Okay, so does anybody have a question for me on this contest? So Debbie last night, who did her first skincare class, she literally has she has 6 new faces. So she's going to enter all 6 of those people either on In Touch or on the Mary Kay app or her personal website. And then as they buy, she's going to do their invoice. And if it's CDS, it's obviously going to get tracked. But if it comes out of your inventory, you just put out of my inventory. And then when she pays, you show that it's been paid in full if she does cash or if she does a credit card. Does that make sense? So if she pays you in cash, like she Venmos you, then you can go and put it on your card and you just mark it as fully paid. And that'll tell the company that that's an entry. Okay, anybody have questions on this contest? Feel free to unmute yourself and tell me what your question is.
So it's the motion of putting fully paid that sends it through?
Yeah, you either have to put partial paid or fully paid, because if it's not a CDS order, they're going to make you paid in full or they don't ship it. But if it's like my customer who was here today, she Venmo'd me. She goes, well, I already Venmo'd you. She's not a new customer, unfortunately. But she came by and bought 4 things for me today. So if she had been new, I would have entered her as an out of my inventory, at least on the app here. It says, is it out of your inventory or CDS? I'd have chosen out of my inventory, done her invoice, and then marked on it that it was fully paid. And that would have counted her as an entry. That makes sense? Anybody have questions on this?
And it doesn't have to be skincare. It can be
It does
anything.
not. So
Okay.
yeah, no, it does not have to be skincare. It could be somebody who does their Christmas shopping and says, I want 6 sets of satin lips and 3 sets of satin hands. She's a new customer. So if you've got a colleague at work who's never bought from you and she's not on your PCP list or anything, and all of a sudden she does Christmas shopping with you, put her in, as long as it's November 1st through December 31st. And the winners will be emailed and announced the first week of January. So I will tell you guys this. Let's say you do the 61 and you aren't chosen. Where is your business going to be first week of January for the new year? By adding 61 people. I mean, I don't know about you all, but I would get flipping excited about that. And that's also going to force me to some of these neighbors that I've been waving at since I moved here 5 months ago. I wave at them and I'm thinking, who is she? I don't know who she is. And I'm thinking, get out of your car, Diane, and go talk to these people, right? And add them to your customer base, which will make it easy for PCP. So yeah, that's all it takes is you got to add them to one of those, adding them in one of those 4 ways. And then they do need to make a purchase of something. Make sense? Okay.
Awesome.
Well, take it away, whoever I'm going to next, which I think is, yep. Patsy.
Okay. So one of the things we're working on is our 61 faces, right? And so if you've recently done a vendor event, which I know some of you have, one of my director friends is the master at this. Eva Duran books people on the spot. And she has really tremendous success with that because the follow-up is a different follow-up when you book them on the spot. So if you're at a vendor event, I thought I'd try it this weekend. I did an event Saturday and I got some really nice leads. And so let me walk you through the process. First of all, you have to be prepared, right? You need to have something for them to fill out. Now, I'm not doing a enter to win right now. I was talking to them about a skincare survey. And so I had the ladies fill out a skincare survey and to lure them in because, people are leery to come talk to you if you don't have something that interests them right away, is I was doing satin hands on anybody that I could grab. So I had my new lilac satin hands with me. Yes, I'll share my survey.
Thank you.
I had the new lilac hand lotion and set, and then I have an unscented. So I would give them an opportunity, unscented and so I have a little lunchbox, uh, insulated lunchbox, and I have baggies full of rolled up hot washcloths in there. I don't individually wrap them. I just put like 20 or 30 in a Ziploc baggie. I pour boiling hot water on it in the morning and I put it in this insulated bag so I could satin hands people, and then I would hand them that hot washcloth, and then I'd say, "So, since we're talking, would you be interested in filling out this skincare survey so I can follow up with you later?" And because while we were doing the satin hands, I'm asking them questions. So if there's anything you wanted to change, or what do you do with skincare? Just having a conversation. So we're building some rapport. So then at that point, they fill out the skincare survey, and I'll say, well, I see you're interested in, you have this issue or that issue. Let's go ahead and book an appointment while you're here so that I can help you solve that problem. And I pull my date book out. So you want to have your date book with you. And I know some of you like to do all your stuff on your phone, but let me just tell you, the visual of you having your date book open and writing their name in there is much more powerful than you being distracted, talking, clicking stuff in your phone. When you're all done with them, put it in your phone if you want to. But when you've got somebody there in front of you, you need to be in the moment with them. And if you're on your phone, you're not being in the moment with them. It feels distracted. So put them in, and then give them your business card with the date and time. And then, so I was able to book 2 appointments just at that event. It was a very small event, but I booked 2 appointments that I held Sunday, and I booked them close in. That was one of the things Eva said, is book them as close to the event as possible. So Saturday I did the event, and Sunday I sold $600 worth of product because they were excited because they'd had interaction with me. They had their satin hands, and one of them has since asked about the business. So, all and the survey has a little spot on there asking if you're interested in the business as well. So it's that being bold. It was a little uncomfortable for me. I'll just admit it because this is not my strength. But I was bold and I said, well, let's get this on the calendar with the holidays coming. We're going to be so busy and I don't want you to miss out on this pampering session. And so women were taking me up. And then I had several people call me afterwards and place orders because I had that interaction with them. So it's being bold and being prepared. Have your date book. Even if you're not a calendar girl, for an event, use a calendar, and then have your material ready, have pens, be ready, have spots marked off on your calendar that you can offer them so that it's not well, I don't know, any time works, because that doesn't work. You can't call your hairdresser and say, can I just drop in? Because people don't understand how our business works. So being prepared and being bold and asking them to schedule right then and there. So I learned a lot from doing that, and I'm going to do that from now on because it was so powerful. And I have a few ladies that we're still talking about new dates. And those are people that were serious. You know how you can get leads and then it's just a piece of paper. We've all had those, right? They filled the paper out to get in the entry, and then they ghost you. But I have heard back from all the people that filled out the skincare survey one way or another. So
Wow.
it's that interaction, having that conversation, and then following up right away. I contacted everybody the next day, and sometimes time doesn't allow that, but I pushed through and made that happen. So that's my thought on booking on the spot. And so I'm going to hand this off to my beautiful Santa friend, Kelly, who's got info for you.
Well, Welcome, everyone. It is the holidays. Are we fully aware of this?
Kelly froze.
Have we gotten in the groove? Hey, I want to see the consultants say yes or the holidays are here, ladies, and people buy up like crazy right now. In fact, it's out of when you find out what's so special about the holidays when you join Mary Kay, it's because people need gifts. And what you will really find is they start gifting themselves. Like really, they gift themselves, oh yeah, I need to get this for that person. It's like 90% is all for them. And one way that we can do this is literally by having a 5 products in 5 minutes. Will you guys raise your hand if you've ever done a video for anyone? Okay, I see April, Melissa. Nice, ladies. So does anyone ever do Facebook Live? Okay. Sonia's behind me. She said once, but you did it. So that's good. Okay, so the thing is that we are so busy and we think that, but our customers and our family and our friends, they think they're busy and they just can't have a moment for us. So we come up with a solution, and I'm sure most of you have seen the videos 5 products in 5 minutes. So I just want to give you a little taste of what it is. And I usually pick our number 1 item. Like I cannot keep this on my shelf at all. This is our eye makeup remover. And then I think of the season. What's going on? Well, it's getting cold and our lips get chapped. And then I think, you know what? Our number 1 seller, skincare. So then I have my skincare. Now I'm showing these products. And then the next item, I love this new satin hands. And it is lilac, it is soft, it is gentle. And then because it's the holidays, I literally show them a gift certificate. Well, that's upside down. I show them a gift certificate. Thank you, Patsy, for laughing. So with the gift certificate, usually what you want to do with a gift certificate is if ladies are purchasing from you for $100, you want to give them 25 extra. And they purchase that from you, and that is just cash right on the spot, $100. So this is typically how a 5 and 5 goes. Here we go. Someone put on a timer. Okay. Hi, friends. I am so glad you're here. In fact, I'm so glad I'm going to cheer for you. My name is Kelly Magoon. I am a director with Mary Kay, and my directorship I love because I have a team of ladies I get to work with. And tonight we want to show you 5 products in 5 minutes. And at the end, your consultant will have a conversation with you. So don't leave, stay here. She wants to talk with you. And I think what sets us apart the most, ladies, is that we are customer service based. You matter. It's not about the product, but we do have to show you the product so you know what it is, right? Okay, ladies, everyone go like this. If this is our first product, this is the most important part of our face. It ages the fastest. And you want to take off that makeup at night so that your eyes will remain sparkling. This is the number 1 selling eye makeup remover in the nation. It's oil-free. You leave it on for 4 seconds and you just lightly swipe it clean. You will be amazed because it will take off marathon mascara. Our next item, it is the winter months. It's cold, it's chilly. Does anyone's lips start getting cracked and kind of look like a croissant and all flaky? Well, let's fix that and use our satin lips. You use the scrub first and you scrub your lips for 1 minute and it takes that dead skin away. And then you put on the balm and it makes them satiny smooth. And remember, if you have someone special that you want to kiss, This is most important. Now, our next item is something so special because we only have one of these. Everyone go like this because we truly only have one epidermis. We truly only have one skin for the rest of our life, and we want to take good care of it. So with Mary Kay, I want to show you the miracle set. Our miracle set is made just for your complexion. So if you have dry skin, oily skin, or a combination of the two, this girl right here is for you. So it has a cleanser and it has a moisturizer and it has a day defender and a night recovery. Notice the colors. And then I like to show this because it's just something special. If you look at this right here, the night recovery, it has the little stars in it, all ready for you to rejuvenate your complexion. Now, the next thing on the list, it smells so sweet. It makes your hands soft. And there's 3 steps to it. I have these at my kitchen sink, my bathroom sink, and what a gift for this holiday season. So first we have the softener. We have the softener, we have the exfoliator, and then we have the moisturizer. And this moisturizer hydrates for 12 hours. Now, ladies, because it's the holiday season, and maybe you just don't know what to get, well, there's always a gift certificate. And with the gift certificate, you get 20 or 25 more dollars more for each purchase you make. This right here is 100 and you get 125. You can keep it for yourself or gift it for others. So 5 items in 5 minutes. Take your pick or have it all, but talk to your consultant because she's eager to serve you very well. So yes, consultants, it seems so uncomfortable, and it really, really does. I am nervous every single time I have to do this in front of you by myself. I'm probably more nervous by myself. And I keep doing it over and over and over again when I'm making videos. But really, this is the key. Miss Carrie, Melissa, and April and Sonia, we see your faces right now. And all people want is your authenticity. Truly, they want you to see, they want to see you make mistakes. You heard me stumble and bumble over words. They want you to be authentic. That is 100% what people want. So try it out. And really, truly, it's that simple. I sold 3 lip sets in Liptinis because I just showed this on a 5 products in 5 minutes. And you too can. So Miss Melanie, on to the holidays.
What's a Liptini?
Well, I don't have it in here. It's what's the thing called?
Martini.
A martini. We call it Liptini so much I forget it's a martini.
Right.
It's a martini glass, and then we put some tulle in it with little ornaments, mini ornaments with any lip item. We usually use these. And then you put it in cellophane and put a bow with another 1 or 2, 3, whatever little mini ornaments. They sell really well. Liptini.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. And that kind of is a segue into what I'm going to talk to you about, and that is, what do we do with those videos when we share them? I put together my first time I've ever personally done an in-home boutique, and I have it all, and it's beautiful. You can see I've used it as my background here. And my husband, who's now living with this, he said, what do I do if I want to share this with people I work with? he's got a couple gals that he works with. Mostly he works with guys, but he's like, the guys might want to shop for their wives and even that. And so I said, well, let me put together a video and then I can put it in a QR code and you can just share the QR code with them and say, hey, check this out. He can have it on his phone, put it in front of them and they can scan the QR code off the phone, or I can put it on cards. So Diane said, well, why don't you show us how to do QR codes? So that is what I'm going to do here. So let me share my screen, and I have a couple of different things going here. I wonder, I might have to do more than one share. Let me see, can I share more than one? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay, good to know. Okay, so what Kelly was showing us looked a little bit like something you would do like on a Facebook Live. And so most of the time, if you do a Facebook Live on your personal page, you can make it public and then it's easy to share. If you do it in your VIP group, which is what I have right here, it is private. So you can only share this link with people who are in the group. But I did want to show you how to at least make a link from a Facebook Live. If you have a Facebook business page, which is a separate profile, you can put a live on that and it can be public. So there are things you can share on your business page that you are not, you have to be more careful with sharing on your personal page. So I just kind of wanted to let you know that. But so here is a live that I created. And if I click on this, and let me everybody, it is Monday. Stop the, you don't need to hear my, but what you can do is when you open this up, let me mute that. That's what I want to do. And if you open this up, I'm going to make some new products that we have. I was getting ready to put my makeup on and I thought, and up here on every post that you make is a URL. Okay. And so I'm going to copy that and just, copy it to my clipboard. You can right click and say copy, or you can do the Control C. And then I'm going to go over here to QR code monkey. This is, I think, the easiest. Such a thing? It is called qrcodemonkey.com. That is the name of the website, QR code -monkey. So you can see it down here. And it brings up this page. And then I've copied that. And so right here where it says your URL, I'm going to paste and to get theirs out of there. And I'm going to paste mine in there. Paste that. And then now it's going to create a QR code for my video. And so you can even do a bunch of, crazy stuff on this. You can change the colors if you want to, you can make it pink and black if you want. So, and if you want to, you can add a logo in the middle of it. You can even put your own picture in this. If you choose to do that, you can do all kinds of fancy stuff if you want to, but I'm kind of a nerd, so sometimes I get sucked into this stuff. That's not really where you want to spend your time. The most important thing is get your URL pasted in there and then go and push the green button that says create QR code. And it is going to create a QR code. Notice I wanted it to be pink. Let's see, I'm going to move that over there. I wanted it to be pink. So now I have a pink QR code. And just for fun, if you guys want to take your phone and, put that up there, it's going to give you the address to my video. So you can, and now you guys, that was my private group. So, so you probably won't be able to watch that video. That's a 12-minute video anyway. You don't really want a 12-minute video, but that is the way you can create the QR code. Now, another thing you can do is you can upload your video. If you make your 5-minute video, and so I do have one 5 and 5 here on my YouTube page. And so I just have a YouTube account. Diane does this all the time, but so here's my, I have stuff in there I don't want. Here's my 5 and 5 that I did it's called 5 and 5 Friday, because I was going to do one of these over every Friday. That hasn't happened. I hate to say it, but here's my 5 and 5 Friday. And you've got it uploaded there, and you can, let's see, I have these as, let me just put it on, and same thing. Okay, I want to play it. Here's my video link for this video. So I can just do the same thing. I can copy that. That is not what I wanted. I want to copy it. And again, so any video, any URL you can copy and paste into your QR code monkey. That's the Facebook one. That's not the one I want. Okay.
Melanie, so are you saying that any video that we make that we upload on YouTube, we can make a QR code for?
Yep. All you have to do is, you can open it up. So if I were just watching this video, and I have, not that it really matters so much, all of my videos are, I always make them unlisted, which means anybody who has the link can watch it, but people can't search for it and find it. So I kind of choose how I want it to be accessed. But just copy that. I forgot you can just click this little copy icon over here, copy the link, and then paste it into there, create the QR code. Now I can't tell, but that changed. So if you wanted to, again, test it, you can open up your camera and test it. And the address that comes up is YouTube. And if you tap on that, you're going to watch my 5 and 5 Friday video.
Hi, it's Melanie.
Okay,
and it's
so
5 and 5 Friday.
Okay, now I want to stop
Today is
that.
Space saving edition.
So anyway, but anyway, the important thing, so now you know the tech, but then is how are you using it? And I think that just having, like Patsy was saying, be prepared. You can download. So once this is created a QR code, actually I didn't finish. You want to download the file. So download, it's going to be in a PNG format. Of course, there's an ad there, but it's generating the QR code, and it should come into my downloads in a minute here. Okay, I don't want to sign up. But anyway, make sure you download it. And then once it should go into your download folder. And then you have that, it's an actual picture that you can paste into a document. You can put it onto a business card. I actually did for Halloween. I handed out little business cards with a QR code on them and a sample. And I did not have it attached to a video. I had it attached to a Google document so they could, collect it, so I could collect information from them. But, people are used to seeing and using QR codes now. So rather than a link that they have to click on or type in, it's so much easier for them to just scan. So, and I don't know.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Yes, you may.
So some director sent me a thing that she just made a postcard that has her on the front and all the things that she's achieved, and on the back it has a QR code for the lookbook and a QR code for her website. How do you do a QR code for the lookbook?
So so actually let me go back and reshare. Maybe
you guys all know how to do this. I just don't. So sorry.
Yeah, no, any website that you have. So let me go over here. So go to like your Mary Kay, that's my personal website.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to catalog.
Okay.
And then I can grab, now that's actually is one of the things I don't love about this, but any website address that you have, you can grab that. So, highlight the address in the search bar up here and click copy, and then go over to your QR code monkey and put it into your URL and click paste, and then create a new QR code.
Now, can you title this, Melanie? Because if you have like 9 of these in your phone and you're like, you send her the one you think is a lookbook and it turns out to be your 5 and 5 video. So are you allowed to label these?
Yes, when you so I don't know why it's taking me a minute to yeah, do not refresh or close the window. So I'm gonna have to take a second here and let it do its thing. But once it has generated, okay, so now it has generated a QR code and I can save it. So I'm going to save it. For me, you can save it any place, any folder you want to. I have one here that's called Janice QR code. It's got her picture in the middle of it. So that's for Janice's meetings. But here you can, so I can say lookbook and save it. And now, so that is there. If I choose to make a document, I can open that up and, you know, add that to a document, or I can just open it up and hold it out and show it to somebody so that they can scan it. I can add it to a text message so that someone can scan it. So that would be, you know, if you just want to make it real easy, you can open it up and just, you know, here you want to look at the catalog. Here's the link and you can scan it. So does that make sense?
And how did you stick Janice's picture in the middle of hers?
So you can add a logo image here, and I must have you have to upload an image, so I must have had a picture of Janice from somewhere, and
I think that's brilliant.
Upload an image, and yeah, I don't know where my picture of Janice is.
And does it have to be saved as a PNG, or can you save it as a JPEG?
You can save it as so these are the things you can save it as: EPS, PDF, I don't know what, SVG, some kind of vector graphic. So you can save it. It does not give you JPEG as an option.
Okay.
So this particular one, I don't think you can save it as a JPEG, but there are other sites you can get in and Google free QR codes, and you know, so there are other options, but
I'm so
yeah,
excited.
you can add an image. So you know, I could add my Facebook logo there if I wanted to and create the new QR code, and it's going to have the Facebook logo in the middle of it. So if I had that's how I put Janice's picture in, was I uploaded a picture of Janice, and when I created the new QR code, it had Janice in it.
And that doesn't affect the QR code. It still works.
It still works, yeah.
Okay, I feel so smart right now, Melanie. You have no idea when you teach me a new skill. An old dog learns a new trick. I'm so excited.
Yay. Okay. Well, is there any questions then? Let me go ahead and stop sharing. Any questions? Okay. Well, who is up next? I believe it is Diane. So you're already there. So
I'm speechless.
Turn over to you.
I love what everybody shared tonight. Patsy, when you talk about booking somebody on the spot, how many of you guys have been to a bridal event or a super sharp gal walks up and you're thinking, please enter our drawing, please enter the drawing, or whatever, or you go talk to her and you're thinking, man, I'm going to be up here tomorrow and I wish I could see her. And so to be able to say, you know what, I'd love to fit you in tomorrow. Can we get together? It's like Brittany Jenks, when she met that waitress, when she called her that night, said, well, my only day off is tomorrow. And Brittany could have said, well, that doesn't work for me because it was like a Sunday. Brittany goes, okay, I'll cancel my plans. I'll be there tomorrow. And now she's $1 million director. So doing what you did, Patsy, is so brilliant and beautiful. And I love your survey. I want to get my hands on that survey. Did a great job. Kelly, you make every video look easy. I love how Kelly's just going, pick 5 things and talk about them. And I'll tell you, the first one I did, I dropped stuff. I made it 3 times because I was so nervous. And then I realized, oh my God, Diane, it's 5 products in 5 minutes. So I will tell you guys, if you really want to kick butt for, that's not very professional, but you know what I mean. If you really want to do phenomenal for Pink Friday, is tomorrow morning or tonight, shoot one that's like 5 products about hydration. Just hold them up and talk about them. And then day after tomorrow, do 5 products for men. And then 2 days later, do 5 products for teens. What'll happen is if it's 5 minutes or less and you're posting it on your VIP page or whatever, you're going to create algorithms that people are going to go, wow, what are these videos she's doing? And each time you could do them all on the same day and wear a different, change your jacket, put a Santa hat on. The next time, take your Santa hat off, put a scarf around your head. They don't know you did them all on the same day, but you could literally do like 5 videos in a day, all sharing 5 products. 5 best stocking stuffers, $20 or less. People are going to watch that. So Kelly, As always, you are absolutely brilliant. And Melanie, oh my God, I love having nerdy techie people like you because I've always wanted to learn how to do a QR code. And I know how to do it sort of, but not the way you do it. And I am so excited. I'm going to stay up tonight late and make QR codes. So my idea is super basic. So I have a large basket. It's right now full of wrapped gifts, but I carry a wicker basket. It's usually about this big by this big. So it's pretty good size. And in there, I put different assorted. Now I have to apologize, you guys. I had surgery. It's almost 3 weeks. I'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. And so I can't reach a lot of my holiday wrap stuff because I have to get on a ladder and I'm not supposed to do that. So anyway, this gives you an idea of this. So I will have an entire basket with about a dozen of these. This is just a tea towel, kitchen towel. I usually go to Kohl's, Marshall's. Now Hobby Lobby right now, all their holiday stuff is half off. Now I try not to get everything too Christmassy, but I love doing things like the fall colors, rusts, reds, checkered stuff, like anything super cute. And I never spend more than about $2.50 on a towel. So if you go to Marshall's and it's like $7 for two, I don't buy those. I buy the ones that are usually about $2 to $2.50 per towel. This happens to be the little $10 hand creams. If any of you guys have them in your inventory still. So I'll sell this for $13. Okay, who's not going to? So what you do is you carry this basket everywhere. Now, the reason I actually carry it is because if I don't carry it and I leave it in my car, you all know what's going to happen. My windows will get broken into and someone will steal my basket. I know some of you have actually had that happen to you. So I carry my basket into the bank. I carry it into Trader Joe's. I carry it into the Dollar Tree. I literally carry it everywhere I go. I don't really care if anybody says anything to me. In fact, I'd prefer for them to say something. So when I'm at the teller's window at Wells Fargo, this is literally what happened yesterday. My neighbor drove me to Wells Fargo. I hobbled into the place and I said, I had this basket and the lady says, well, what can I help you with? I said, I need to make a deposit, blah, blah, blah. And I said, are you getting excited about Thanksgiving? And she goes, yeah, we get a day off. And I said, good for you. I said, so are you cooking? She goes, no, I'm going to my sister's. And I said, oh, is your sister a good cook? She goes, not really. And I said, well, what are you going to take her as a gift? And she goes, I kind of forgot about that. And I said, well, I have a whole basket full of gifts. And she goes, is that what those are for? I said, yeah. These all range between 13 and 15, and they are a kitchen tea towel with a hand cream. So instead of walking in with candy that she probably doesn't want or wine that she may not want to drink, this is super thoughtful and it's something that she can use. And she goes, that's a really good idea. She goes, okay. She goes, I'll take one. She goes, but I want the green one. I said, okay. So I've only taken it into one store, but she bought one. So the whole point of this, though, is just like those guys, like Melanie and everybody mentioned, have business cards with you, have some samples. Somebody might say, well, I'm not interested, and say, well, would you like a free sample though? They're like, sure. And say, well, when was the last time you were pampered with Mary Kay? Oh my gosh, it's been 20 years. Well, would you like me to, if you scan this QR code, that's what I'm going to say tomorrow, would you like a catalog? So so carrying this basket, it's an impulse basket. The whole basket is just full of tea towels with hand creams. That's it. Not ultra creative. Some hand creams are unscented. Some are scented. Some are the little $10 ones that are like these. Some of them are the bigger $12 ones, whatever. But just go get about 10 towels and you create a pocket. So you fold the top under and I don't know if you guys can see, but there's literally a pocket in here and you just literally put the hand cream in here. If you go to the Dollar Tree, you can get little picks, but I usually just tie an ornament. So I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree tomorrow and I'm probably just going to get some big gold bells because I think bells there's something that makes people smile when you hear jingles. So I'm going to probably just tie a bell. You get, I think, 6 bells for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. They're like this big around. And you just tie a bell to the outside of this. And you want them all to look different because they'll go, well, I'm going to my mother-in-law's. And what I love doing is I love talking to men because I say, oh, what are you taking your mother-in-law? And they go, you're supposed to take something? And I said, well, of course, you take a gift to the person who's doing most of the cooking. And they're like, oh, do you have something? I said, I do. Because I hate to say it, most guys kind of are clueless with that kind of thing. So this is just a spontaneous impulse thing, but please make sure you've got cards for them to fill out for their name and number. Make sure you've got business cards and samples and maybe even tuck in a lookbook or two. Now, you're going to want to count these people as part of your 61. You don't want to just hand this to her and she hands you $13 and off she goes. You're like, well, I'd love to send you a catalog. Go ahead and just print your information on here and then I'll text you a catalog. And that way I can also text you your receipt. And if she goes, well, I don't need a receipt, and say, well, I have to create a receipt because I'm self-employed and I don't want to get in trouble from the IRS. I have to have a receipt. So if you're okay with that, can I just text you a receipt? And they'll go, sure, that's fine. Now I get her contact info and her name because you never know, even though it's not a major purchase, it's what, 13, 15 bucks. She could be number 61 that puts you up over the top to win the contest. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Kelly Magoon, who's got the cutest hat of all. You got to unmute, Kelly. You're unmuted.
So we are coming to the end of Tuesday Night Live. I am so sad, but so happy that we get to have another week to be better than we are right now this second. Who is ready to be better than what you are right now, right this second? Raise your hand.
Sonia's hand went up.
It is so important that we have that mindset, not just about Mary Kay, all right? It is so important that every single day we want to be better than what we are right now. And yes, we want that in Mary Kay because that grows our business and we reach more people and we can touch more people, bless more people, and enrich women's lives. So I want to say Janice's events are coming this week. So participate. It will grow your business and grow your mindset. 61 faces. Can you believe it? Thank you, Diane, for giving us every single in and out and what we need to do. And be prepared. Today, I went to Jack in a Box, or tonight on the way home. Why I was late on here. I had to get my family food. And I rummaged through my handbag and I didn't have. I wasn't prepared. And I'm heartbroken. I asked her how long she worked so I can come back later and bring her a goodie bag. So be prepared. Our business page. I learned that tonight. I am so excited that we can have a business page, and I probably need to look into it more as the rest of us, because I do enjoy making videos. And if I can do that and it can go live, oh, I'll have so much fun. And making QR codes. And Melanie hit it on the spot when she said, today, hitting a link is far more irritating, frustrating, whatever it might be, than scanning the QR code. So let's get up to date, ladies. And then we have make our videos. Everyone make videos. They're so fun. Be nervous. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Truly, it will rock your business. And Diane's basket. This too, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Be that Mary Kay lady that everyone says, there's the Mary Kay lady. It will change your business. Be like the duck and just let all those funny feelings slide off of you, because your business matters, your family matters, your future matters, and you're here every week and we know you want a change. So when we say all of this, it's about this. We get to the challenge part. The word challenge to me sounds like a uphill mountain that I'm trying to climb up. But remember, yes, we are trying to climb up for a promotion. We're promoting ourselves constantly. So for this week's challenge to promote ourselves is this. Make a 1-minute video. You know what? We did a 5 and 5 tonight. Even make a 5 and 5 if you're comfortable with that. And post it on your Facebook group. At least give it to 10 people. Do something with your video and send it out. It could be for Pink Weekend. Pink Weekend is coming around the corner. So promote your Pink Weekend with your 1-minute video. And we're doing this in 24 hours. Talk to your director because we want to celebrate you next week. In fact, remember this. Ask yourself this. Do I want to be better by next Tuesday than what I am today? Do I want to be better? Even tomorrow, do I want to be better tomorrow than what I am today? But next week, we're all held accountable, right? Who is going to be the queen of bookings, of sharing appointments, of team building, and of sales? Who is that going to be? Is it going to be you? So Mary Kay quotes are so fun. You can find them on our In Touch, or you can find them right on Google. So the quote of tonight from Mary Kay Ash is never give up, because you never know if the next try is going to be the one that works. So never give up and have a beautiful week. And we can't wait to celebrate you next Tuesday. Good night.
Thank you, Kelly. You guys, next Tuesday is a very special meeting because Thanksgiving was Mary Kay's favorite holiday. And I came across a poem today that Mary Kay wrote about Thanksgiving. And so we'll be sharing that in a very special clip about Mary Kay that you've probably never seen before. So I want you to be thinking in advance, what are you the most grateful for? If you could sit across the table from Mary Kay Ash and look into her beautiful blue eyes 2 days before Thanksgiving, and you could say to her, Mary Kay, you know what I'm the most thankful for? It's blank. Tell us what that would be. We want to know, what are you the most thankful for? And like Kelly said, you guys rock it. Get a video, text your director and let her know that you did the 24-hour challenge though, because we want to celebrate you and make a really big deal out of it. Kelly, you're brilliant. Thank you I love surrounding myself with brilliant people. So I appreciate each and every one of these directors. And thank you guys for all.
Diane.
Thank you guys for all being on tonight. And everything's on my YouTube channel. So if you guys missed the class I did on how to use boards or any of the other stuff, check my YouTube channel. It'll all be on there, okay? All right, you guys, have a great week. Good night, everybody.